Hello, One Take Challenge fans. It is episode 28. Here we go. I know this song. Why do I know it? What is this? Is this Cantonese?
Yeah.
吹吹回望，承受住彼此的晚上，紅紅原是你，像我的心中煙人，如流下淚，希望可體恤。
Okay, so because I'm assuming this audio is playing maybe on your cell phone or something, I can't tell if you're kind of having rhythmic issues where you're not sort of keeping an internal metronome, or if the audio is too far away from you to hear it properly. I'm not sure, but there is rhythm stuff going on.
面上離別你，路也許孤單都漫長，一瞬間太多東西要講，可是戰爭在嗰一方，只可深深把這刻。Singer,
you have a very natural vibrato and your tone is thick and rich.
What
is your interpretation? Does he feel like he's rushing, or do you think it is he can't hear it?
The timing is
if you
just
had to
bad.
guess.
The timing is
We
not
don't
just
know
rush,
why.
Just rush. Sometimes he's slow.
So I would challenge you, as you're listening to music in the coming days and weeks, find the internal heartbeat of the song, whatever you're listening to. This song, hold on a sec. Yeah, this has a strong beat. There's a drum kit playing. Do 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 do. Right? So what I'm doing with my hand needs to move into my body, into my heart, into my back pocket. And anything I do, notice how I'm continuing to talk, but I'm keeping that going. Anything I do, anything I sing, anything I play, any chords I might play on the piano, this has to keep going in your body. So I think that's going to be of benefit to you within this song and in general. Super consistent vibrato. Your vibrato sounds like... Okay, your vibrato sounds like it comes to you very naturally, and I bet you've had it from a pretty young age. That's just a guess. You've probably been able to hear it and repeat it. This last thing you did, when we're going to add vibrato to something that is considered ad-lib, something that's supposed to appear like it's happening sporadically in the moment, oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? I want you to stretch the note out before you add vibrato so that we get the feeling of it being a natural cry out or a yell. That might be what I'm feeling there. I love that you're feeling it, and it feels like you're counting it and keeping the rhythm.
能行能別在對講愛上的漂亮，原來前是你令我的思漫長，何年何月才又可今朝一樣，仍能凝望裏讓眼睛講彼此拉長。當某天與你輕敲你窗，當風蕭追亂你舊相，可否重控上這張舊模樣
Yeah, good use of dynamic and pitch bend.
來日總是千千許歌
You know what?
飄遠方我路上
Yeah, rushing. You're rushing.
來日總是千千晚星 連過今晚月亮。
Do you know whose version this is?
道別扮戲這笑美麗。
Okay, so I think he needs to try it in a slightly higher key. The verses for you sit very, very low. Now, you do have a deep, thick, juicy, rich voice down at the bottom there, but it is just about sounding like bottom of the barrel. And from what I can tell, the height of this song, the peak of this song, it's not really pushing on your high range. So there might be a little space to shimmy this up. So you think he's kept the same key as Priscilla?
Oh, well, I don't know if it's just
It would
an
make
octave
sense.
lower.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it would make sense. So you might want to shimmy this up 2-3 semitones and just see if that gives you a little bit of extra power, a little bit of extra juice at the top and pulls you out of the basement. You're hitting the notes for the most at the bottom, but they're like, I have a feeling you like to use the bottom of your range. And you still will. It'll still sound thick down there. But just something to try. Food for thought. Rushing.
因你今晚共我唱
Consistent vibrato. So if I say aha ba da ba da ba, aha ba da ba, yeah, I think maybe even try it without vibrato the second time. I can now see that it's not so much an ad lib, but it's still supposed to sound a little bit more casual or raw. This is an H, yeah?
來日總是千千闕歌，飄遠返我樓上。來日總是千千晚星，連過今晚月亮。道別扮戲只笑美麗，如接賓可是我更一想。因你今晚共我唱。
Timing is your biggest thing. Also, I want you to watch your pitch on that climb up. Da, 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 da. You could be a little bit more accurate in there, potentially. Rushing. You're ahead of the beat. Okay, bravo, singer. So after all of my thoughts and critiques about timing and potentially shifting the key, potentially maybe taking vibrato out of a couple places, all in all, I have to pay you a big compliment. You are very, very authentic to your speaking voice in this. Very authentic. But you need to count. Count. But great work. Good song for you, by the way. But ba. Is this officially missing you? I think it is.
Yeah. Second time she submitted.
Yes.
So the first one.
Oh, is this the one that
we thought she probably had some kind of auto tune on, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah,
let's go. Thanks for sending again.
Here is raindrops.
This sounds real.
Falling on the rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why do you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today,
Beautiful use of the bottom of your range.
I'm officially missing you.
Also,
I thought that from this heartache I could escape. But I've fought along enough to know there's no way. And today I'm officially missing you. I'm officially, all I do is lay around.
Beautiful falsetto, beautiful airy falsetto. I also like the vowel choices you're making, and it sounds to me like you are multilingual. You probably speak, if I had to guess, Mandarin and English, maybe even Cantonese, maybe even something else. But I am impressed with how you're playing with vowels within English. I hear a little bit of an accent, but your English also sounds extremely strong, and you're giving lots of depth of chamber shape. Your agility,
2 years full of tears from looking at your face on the wall. Just a week ago, you were my baby. Now I don't even know you at all. Don't know you at all. Well, I wish that you would call me right now. So that
now, your agility is fantastic, and I'm gonna be real picky because you're a good singer. I think your agility could be crisped up and cut a little harder. It is feeling a little mushy in moments. Actually, less mushy, but it's almost feeling like the edges of pitch aren't always being reached. But you do sound reasonably greasy. But I would just work to cut the notes a little harder and make sure that you're establishing each note within the riffs. But you have excellent agility. I know you know that. It's great.
I could get through to you somehow. But guess it.
How? I mean, it's totally... I have to get more flexible with playing outside of the lines, coloring outside of the lines of what the original artist does. But I do think that there's a few riffs you're doing in here that I miss the rhythm. I miss the rhythm of the original. But that might be a taste thing.
Safe to say, baby, safe to say that I'm officially missing.
This is a very riffy song and a very riffy singer. I know you don't want to hear this and I don't want to hear this, but sometimes it's better to do a few less riffs and just keep it real clean. You wouldn't have to take out much to be able to really crisp, make everything feel more accurate, less mushy moments. But this is one take, as we've discussed, so bravo. Oh, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but again, it's a little meandering. Do you think I'm being too hard on it?
Yeah, I guess.
It's great. What you're doing is great. I just am telling you how to dial it up.
Said every little thing you do.
That's
hey,
fun.
Baby, say it stays on my mind, and I'm officially all I thought I could just get over you, baby. But I see there's something I just can't do. From the way you hold me to the sweet things you hold me. I just can't find a way to let go of you. Can't nobody do it like you. Said
I stand by it. I stand by it. I think you've got some excellent... I've heard you change the rhythm in a few places that I really liked, and you're going for tons and tons of riff, and some of them are working well, some of them are a little mushy poo-poo, and those ones either need to crisp up, or you could take them out, or just simplify them a little bit. Because you are capable of giving an extremely polished performance. This is great!
a little thing you do. Hey, baby, say it stays on my mind, and I'm officially, it's official.
Great work.
All I hear is raindrops.
I'm going to change my mind slightly. I think you're capable of the riffs. You're already giving us a lot. So make them crisp. make them crisp. Get in there and steer them. Make sure you know every note that appears in those riffs. Be able to do them in slow motion. If somebody said, can you teach me that riff? Could you tell them every note in that riff? If the answer is yes to that, then you just need to work them and crisp them up. If the answer is no to that, go figure out those notes because you are capable. Go do it. That was awesome. Great work.
房里铺叠整齐，不太熟悉。
Have I seen him?
Maybe.
往事如断石堆积，洒落从前光线里。
I really like him.
我可以接受更轻易瓦解成语。
Whose song is this?
I can't remember.
This
It's
reminds
familiar.
me, Jay, this vibe reminds me of my singer-songwriter guy, like gray hair,
Gray hair.
older gentleman.
Jonathan?
Yes,
Okay.
just vibes. Like this is.
Okay.
Think about this, guys. This is very simple. We just saw a song with tons of register changes and riffs. By the way, if I can refer back to the last singer, I just want to say one more time, beautiful register changes in falsetto. But this is when we are taking lyrics, humanness. This is another very human vocal. And we are exhaling our voice into a lyric. I don't even think we've heard vibrato really yet. This is just what musicianship kind of can feel like sometimes. This is really lovely.
可以接受
there's
你
vibrato.
更先会有意义，可以却还没勇气。
I don't think that's terribly laryngeal.
有没有足够回忆能编织成棉被？犹如你被忘在温暖我的背，我只剩下拼凑不了你的纤维。
Oh.
What?
Shay.
Who is
Oh, we
it?
heard this song before.
It's familiar, right?
Yeah, it's is it Sandy? I think
Oh.
Sandy.
But don't you think this is a beautiful interpretation? Like, do you connect with this?
Yeah.
I really
yeah,
like this style.
Yeah, Sandy Lam.
答应你会复习
I really like this singer's tone.
幸福程序。
This feels like music I would have listened to.
包括你先离席，
To cry to in my
包
car.
括你我道别离。我也许还想要马色衬衫的你。
You know what's neat about your voice, singer, is when you sing into your high notes, there's something about the tonal quality that makes it feel like you are emotionally stretching upwards, almost like it's like pushing into the upper part of your range. But for the most, it's very much in tune, which means that it's not actually, maybe it's not pushing into the top of your range, but it's just how you shape your upper range. I think this is beautiful.
也许还想我拥抱太过亲密，也许
You know what else you do? Everybody, please notice those pitch pull downs. That's bending of the pitch very subtly as he simultaneously turns down the volume knob. Not every singer plays with dynamic this way, and I personally like it.
还只希望有没有足够
Little bit of agility.
回忆能编织成棉被，犹如你被忘在温暖我的背，我只剩下拼凑不了你的纤维。
This room has great acoustics, dude.
当时我们不懂拉近一点，不一定交集成诺言。太用力，结果
Oh,
你
he has
眼神的
reverb.
裂点不再相连。当时我们不懂分开一点，不一定徘徊在边缘。如今只能从这些起的斑点微弱关联。
I like the fragility of this.
我们是飘零在风里的纤维，只能远远避开彼此的周围。
I really liked this. Dude, bravo. You so gave the listener the experience of hearing the emotion through your voice based on technical things you were doing, probably inspired by your own emotion, which is exactly how that cycle should work. Really, really beautiful. I thought your register changes were super tasty. Is there a dude that has covered this, or do you think he's covering a female? Like, do you think he's covering
Sandy?
her?
I think so.
So you think he's male, like he's made it into a male thing on his own, or do you think
Yeah.
there's other covers?
I haven't heard many.
Well,
covers.
dude, if you listened to a female singer, Sandy Lam, and you made this into this version with the register changes and stuff, absolutely beautiful. While I completely do appreciate the simplicity and wouldn't change a darn thing, you sound capable of a little bit more agility than you're doing, and it might make it more exciting for you. Maybe that's something you could maybe add for fun, but I really loved this delivery. Bravo, bravo.
"爱一个人，或许要感慨，我只想要被爱，最后没有了对白，必须有你我的情真，不求几分的平等，总有幸福有心疼，生命的起伏要认可，懂一个人也需要忍耐，要经过了意外，才了解所谓的爱。今后的岁月，让我们一起了解，多少天长地久，有机会细水长流。我们是对方。
Singer, you definitely sound casual. I feel
特别的人，
it's very subtle case, but you do have a little bit of the push-pulls going on, which means that we want to dial up the support potentially or simplify your attack. It kind of depends on why that's happening.
奋不顾身，
What did she say?
奋不顾身。
奋不顾身. So I'm exaggerating. You didn't do it that extreme. 奋不顾身. That little push is happening from time to time within a phrase. And as usual, it's probably happening where either a scoop goes or a moment of excitement or a note lift goes. So either way, you need to trust the scoops or trust the melody, trust the lyrics, trust the song, trust your voice, trust yourself, and not add those jarring pushes. They are very subtle for you, so you might have to listen back very, very carefully. I can try and point out a few more so that you might be able to realize what I'm talking about.
难舍难分，不是一般人的认真。若只有一天爱一个人，
That's smooth, good.
让那时间每一个再倒退，生命中有万事的可能，你就是我要遇见的特别的人。
Good. There's a lot of beautiful moments in those lines where you're not
懂
interrupting
一
it.
个人也需要忍耐，要经过了意外，才了解所谓的爱。今后的岁月，让我们一起来。
等我， Just a little, just a little. I think this is a ballad, so we are kind of missing some notes being held out a little bit, whether they get a little vibrato or whether they just have a little bit more length and stretch to them. In a song like this, yeah, if vibrato isn't something you have access to yet, I would actually suggest starting to pull those notes out a little bit longer, maybe closer. Do you know who this is?
Original?
Yeah.
Cleo.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm imagining he might fill them with riffs.
Oh,
they're filled with riffs.
A lot of details.
So cool. So that's fine if you're not able yet to put in the riffs or you're not able yet to put in the vibrato. But if you want to start being able to do more agility or being able to fill in those gaps with vibrato and let that vibrato kind of unfold naturally for yourself, you're going to want to hold your voice out so that your musculature and your nervous system and your inner musician can get used to what it might do with those stretched notes, right? Right now, if you fall silent, there's no room for your body to even practice or try. Because what I do see a lot with singers that have the ability developing like you, right? You've got musicality developing quite nicely, is vibrato will start to accidentally slide out. Sometimes singers notice it, sometimes they don't, but it's because they're leaving space for it. So I would start to stretch. Some of these notes out a bit. I hope that's helpful, but.
究竟多少天长地久，有机会细水长流。我们是对方特别的人。奋不顾身，难舍难分，不是一般人的认真。若只有一天，
一天 even like that's a spot where I don't even know that vibrato would go, but I still wish there was a little bit more length.
爱一个人，让那时间每一个在倒退，生命中有万事的可能，你就是我要遇见的特别的人。
Some vibrato, nice.
我们都会
That's kind of what I'm talking about. When the body is relaxed, when the vocal apparatus is relaxed, when everything is kind of balanced, that vibrato will start to tip out more and more when we leave space for it. And intention, not intention as in I'm going to do vibrato, but intention as in I'm open. Because vibrato is a tricky mistress, so I'm open.
寂寞有时也会失败，怕被淘汰，想去找一个明白，而我曾经多次的等待，未来你何时回来？人山人海，总有你的存在，有你我的爱，我们是对方。
Do you love this song?
特别的人，奋不顾身，难舍难分，不是一般人的认真。若只有一天，爱一个人，让那时间每一刻在倒退，生命中有万事的可能，你就是我要遇见的特别的人。
I like it too.
Yeah.
And you did a great job. I have a feeling. This song has some more complicated intervals because it feels R&B inspired, or would you call it R&B or R&B inspired?
Yeah.
So I think you did a great job in pulling out as many details and keeping true as much melody as you did. I think there's places where I'm hearing those gentle pushes that I talked about, and I do think that it's where there is a scoop. And sometimes you are foregoing the scoop in place of this kind of shove, but more often you're probably doing both, which is a great place to be because that means you're halfway between doing the old thing and discovering the new thing. So you just need to let your foot off of the old thing and just be listening for those little notes underneath, those little step stool notes to get to the main note. I think your tone feels reasonably relaxed. I think you did a great job.
人的心情跟女人一样，也有月经，就是不想小不
I know this song, right?
You do?
Dude, I'm asking.
I don't.
You don't.
行不行？要是再对镜，谁希望变成压力？继续被习惯疲累。
Maybe it reminds me of an English song.
男人的心情跟女人一样敏感纤细，但就是不想说不对应，并不代表冷冰冰，哪里可以去？独坐在上面里，继续被习惯疲累。
Jesus.
It feels like Mandarin Elvis.
No, it sounds like a really interesting song, but I can't find it.
It has some
might be-
interesting changes
It
and-
might be original.
Really?
It might be original because I can't find. It's very interesting lyrics. The first line, the moodiness of a man is like women having a period.
Amazing!
So it's really really unique. And I tried to look for the lyrics online and I can't find it. So it must be
Cool!
original.
Well,
Yeah.
great work. Actually, this is kind of a... I find that anytime I've ever played an original song to someone and they either think they know it or that it reminds them of a popular song, I personally think that's a big compliment.
Yeah.
Because that means it feels legit and it feels like something that fits in the soundscape of something that people could know and be addicted to. So bravo if this is something you've written. You're doing something interesting that I haven't quite put my finger on yet, where you are kind of floating from one pitch to the next. And the first time you did it, I thought you went out of tune, but then you did it more, and now I'm wondering if it's on purpose and part of your personal style. Let me keep listening.
向后远，到底是妥协或改变？每天含泪，却不知为何累。这太绝对。 难道连喘息的空间都不给？都不给？男人的心情跟女人一样敏感纤细，就是不想小不打理。
Your sound sounds very like casual and like lazy, and I don't mean you're being lazy, but it sounds like laid back and lazy. But also, sometimes the pitch is not always moving completely, landing. It's not always exactly landing the targets. And the trick with wanting to sing in this sort of Jack Johnson-y or like super casual, like I don't give a, it's just coming out perfectly like that. You as the singer have to steer a little harder, even if the way you're presenting it is that you're barely doing anything. It's just like that. It just comes out like that. I think you could steer a little harder internally, but work on keeping your delivery as cool as it currently is.
可不可以，行不行？要是再对齐，谁希望变成压力？继续被习惯疲
Is there more good lyrics?
吞
Can't hear.
落去。
You also do a lot of which is fine. I would only ask yourself, are you relying on it all the time, or is it something you're doing from, time to time to keep points of interest? That. So you're used to connecting notes, phrases, and syllables by pulling from one pitch to another, which sometimes can feel out of tune, although it also feels like that lazy, casual feeling. Check. Oh, I might have missed it. There. Yeah.
Try to play like a drunk man.
Yes, drunk.
Yeah.
It's kind of trying to sound
That's
drunk.
what he's trying to go.
Yes. And that's what I was saying. That is a wonderful sentiment. And we experience that drunkenness but I wish you could dial up the accuracy, which I'm being. I must be a little spicy today. I think I've been a little extra spicy with you guys today. This has been a wonderful batch. This has been a wonderful batch of you guys. I guess I'm in the mood to really want to grow you all. But this is wonderful. Great registered changes and choices. That's so Elvis-y.
理想好远，到底是妥协或改变？每天含泪，却不知为何累。这太绝对，难道连喘息的空间都不给？都不给。男人的心情跟女人一样，也有月经，就是不想小不搭理，可不可以心里
Yeah, boo-za-za-boo. I think what I'm asking is those drunken pitch pulls, that they're a little bit more measured and a little bit more calculated. It's not meant to sound calculated. We don't want to read it as calculated. You'll still sound like drunk and casual, but it will sound a little bit more, the pitch will be a little bit more on, maybe. Do you disagree?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
It's a song. It's just delivery, so it's exactly how he wants it to be.
It is, but if this was going to be recorded and put out commercially, I think it would want a little bit more of that structure, a little bit more of those targets hit.
Sure. I don't mind it. I think it's cool.
It's cool for
enjoyable.
Yeah, this is great. I like the chord changes a lot.
继续被机关疲勞吞落去。
That one worked.
男人的心情跟女人一样敏感纤细，但就是不想说不对应，并不代表冷冰冰。哪里可以去？独坐在商店里，继续被机关疲勞吞落去。继续被机关疲勞吞落去。
Bravo. Well, perhaps I was a little bit picky today, but I thought everybody was fantastic. And I think that there's always, though, room to tweak, room to edit. We write to edit here, but great work. Great work, everybody.
To all my friends, I talked about you as if we had met. I was looking for your light through the dark of all my lonely nights. I'd have called your name if I'd have known it then. I walked these fault lines, kept you in my mind. Some days I thought I'd never get to you. But here we are now, you're in my arms now. Dancing under stars, I held your hand, you held my heart. Here we are now, this is us now. Swaying in the dark, I knew it was you right from the start. Here we are now. start. I looked for your face in everyone's face. I fell for your touch in each embrace. I knew I needed you. I knew you needed me too. I knew I needed you. I knew I needed you. But here we are now. You're in my arms now, dancing under stars. I held your hand, you held my heart. But here we are now. This is us now, swaying in the dark. I knew it was you right from the start. Swaying in the dark. I knew it was you right from